everybody, and welcome back to reading Homestuck Hiveswap Friendsim. I got Arthur and June here with me today.
Yo.
Hello.
Sadly, no Mason. He is on holiday.
Nothing beats a Jet 2 holiday.
I think there's probably quite a few things that can be a Jet 2 holiday.
Oh, hold on.
Darling, hold my hand.
Oh, Christ. Oh.
You continue with the
crap,
intro. I'm just pulling something
Fair enough. I was just like, oh, crap, I've really done it now. We're in for it now.
Where is
Well, let's just get right into the game. Who wants to do the narration today? I've got a voice I want to do, so it's kind of between the pair of ye.
Arthur, do you want to take it?
Perfectly happy to take it.
Alright.
Cool. Alex, you might enjoy this.
Oh, Christ. What
The lady...
I will watch
the
this
lady who
after the video.
Records... The lady who does the voiceover for the Jet 2 holiday ad has just been doing this on TikTok. I showed Mason this yesterday. Not yesterday.
Now that...
on Friday.
Goated. That...
She's been doing
goated.
Warhammer, but she also did, like, the whole Inigo Montoya. Well, not the whole bit, but, like, the... Hello, my name is Inigo Montoya. You killed my father. Prepare to die.
Again, I will watch this after the video. Arthur,
Cool. Anyway.
when you're ready.
You crash landed. We'll try again. You crash landed on Alternia 16 episodes ago, and sometimes you feel like you've been here forever. You've had many adventures and met many Alternians, some, all, none of whom have become your friends. For some reason, you have a hunch that you're near the end of your Alternian travels. For one thing, you seem to be coming to the edge of the populated region. You've been walking through all the time. You seem to have come to the edge of the populated region you've been walking through all the time you've been here. For another, the intense craving that has animated you throughout your journey feels like it might be waning. It's not quite gone, but like a diner who's stuffed himself to bursting, but is still seeking that last sweet morsel that will make his meal complete, you're still on the prowl for the very sweetest morsel of friendship.
I wonder if that's a Monty Python reference.
Might well be. Well, here's our guy.
It's the Joker, baby!
It's the Joker, baby! It's the
I'm
Joker!
the Joker!
He's the Joker, baby!
Has anyone else experienced Absolute Batman through internet real short form content? Because
Yep.
Somewhat.
Yeah, I've been finding it really interesting just getting like a random thing that's like, have you heard of Absolute Batman? It's Batman, but he's poor and depressed and he's fucking huge and so's everyone else and they're evil.
Yeah, it's basically DC's very, 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 very late response to the Ultimate Universe from Marvel, where everything's just kind of like vaguely similar but different.
Huh. But yeah.
I heard about the Absolute stuff because I was like watching a guy and a guy's stream, and he brought up like there's just this Irish guy who keeps complaining that it's woke.
It's woke.
And this Irish guy
done woke Batman.
Racist as hell. He's really racist.
Genuinely
Damn,
of fucking course somebody's called it what. Genuinely make any form
they got
of
the
media
woker
now.
in here. He got aborted babies on him. The woker. I'm the Woker,
Joke.
baby.
The actual joke of
Diversity.
the Woker with the aborted fucking babies. It's just like, hey, you gonna throw those at people or what?
He wears a cape, right? That's the thing I know about the Woker from Absolute Batman. He's a billionaire. He wears a suit or cape made of aborted babies, and he's evil, and he makes prisons to experiment on people. Short form content really be telling you some amount of the story.
Truly, I had no idea about that. All I knew about... the only Absolute villain that I knew about was Absolute Killer Croc, who got introduced recently, who has a mouth that just continues down to, like, the point where
the gaping
mouth...
dragon.
Yeah, the mouth... the jaw finishes inside of his shoulder, inside of his, like, armpits.
That's cool.
He's just, like, all mouth.
That's pretty cool. I've seen Absolute Bane when that guy got released, and it was like, he's so big, but that's him without the venom.
Oh. Anyways, before we get stuck on comic talk for too long,
I don't read many comics. I think this is I haven't been reading manga for a while, so it's quite fun to experience it through short form content and be like, maybe I should read something. All right, back to the show.
Yeah.
You find yourself ambling down the road without any particular destination in mind. Seems you don't have to do much active searching to land yourself in varying combinations of adventure and or disaster. Where will the vicissitudes of fate next lead you? Who knows? You walk for a while like that. You've just about lost all hope of running into a wacky contrivance when your palm husk lights up with the delightful and or foreboding sound of friendship. Someone is calling you. What's with all the options this time?
They really
Why are you going
like putting
Andor?
in, I don't know, they just like putting in the multiple
He
options.
really likes Andor.
fuck's
He got Disney Plus. You're less excited to see that the person who happens to be calling you is Zebra.
Yeah, that's where my
just hang
fuck's
up
sake was.
immediately?
Please, can we hang up immediately? Please
It's
give
not
us that
that you
option.
dislike Zebra, precisely.
I do.
It's just that you struggle to rank him above literally any other Troy you've met, including the yellow guy who loves genocide.
Yeah.
Undertale yellow.
Where they got the Netanyahu route in Undertale.
Jesus Christ.
Right.
Well, this is an unhinged fucking episode, but honestly, here for it. Let's keep going. We roll like this.
But you're not one to leave a friend hanging. You dutifully answer the call.
You really kind of should be one
Let-
to leave
let-
that
let him
friend
swing.
hanging.
Let him swing on
Gently
the
open the door.
I was trying to clear my throat, and then we got that happened.
thank God.
My good friend, you picked up
I was hoping for Chipper.
awfully quickly, I might add.
Yeah. Just love friendship. You ask Zebra why he's calling.
Do I need a reason to call? Yes.
Yes.
Yes. And please let it be that you're dying somewhere. Please.
Yeah, but then we'd go to him and he'd be in the episode.
But he's already in the episode. He's already in the episode, unfortunately, so... Well, thankfully we don't have to look at him yet, so... Is the thrill of dialectical repulse not cause enough to make social contact with one of my dearest adversaries / friend, or maybe more depending on whatever you feel comfortable with and interested in at any given point in time?
I know which pose he's making when he says that.
Null. Zilch.
Please leave.
You have no idea how to even respond to that.
I do. The end call button. Nah, I'm just fucking with you. I stand to incur material gain from your association.
Oh, well, at least he's being honest this time.
I need you to stay right where you are.
Well, I mean, what are you going to do? Hang up? You stand right where you are and stay on the line. You ask you ask what Zebra is up to, but he won't say. Tells you he needs to concentrate. Eventually, you notice a strange shape resolving in the distance down the road, drawing nearer, slowly but steadily.
Oh.
After a while longer of waiting, a figure in the distance grows close enough for you to tell it's Zebra. Oh, that's you, you say. Looks like he's riding on some kind of incredibly cursed hover segway.
Of course he has a fucking Segway.
Oh, fucking course. Yeah, I'm coming, sweetie.
Yeah, I would say it takes maybe 15 minutes or so for him to make it the entire way on his hover scoot.
I apologize to anyone who has emetophobia.
There you are. Impressed with my new ride? No.
Oh yeah, you say. You're very impressed.
Yeah, I knew you would be. I brought it out because tonight's a very special night. Or it will be if you be so kind as to make me the happiest troll on Alternia.
Can I say no?
Is he like proposing to you?
What?
Never mind, you ask him what he's vague blogging about.
What indeed? The real question of what is, what are you doing this evening?
What? I mean, it's not like you've ever had any plans to do anything besides stupidly bumble into one ludicrous boondoggle over another. After another, so. Seems like whatever he's alluding to, inviting you to, probably fits the bill for being included in your long itinerary of unspecified dumbass bullshit you were bound to get embroiled in anyway.
Fantastic. Well, it just so happens that I managed to get my hands on 2 tickets to Clownfest XX Rex. Ugh, oh, Jesus. Get the fuck out of my face. Let's continue that running gag. And I thought who better to take along than my dearest alien associate of unspecified nature.
You have no idea what Clownfest X Rex is, but it's not off to a good start with the name.
Yep. Oh, I should have known you wouldn't be familiar with it. It's a little sophisticated for an off-world reprobate such as yourself.
Wow, kill yourself.
You should call yourself now! Anyway. It's a musical festival centered around purple blood performers. Now, I normally wouldn't trifle with high blood entertainment, disgustingly oppressive as it is. But when you think about it, aren't clowns the most disprivileged class of them all? No, actually, I didn't need to think about it that much at all to realize that no, that's actually directly not true. It is in fact a
They have
full
it so
lie.
hard. Oh, they got it so hard, think about it. They gotta be clown. You don't ask him to explain what he means by that, because everyone will be really angry reading it.
Yep, thank you. Actually, MSPA reader, you have 1 iota of respect. In general, just like that's not just from me, that's sum total 1 iota.
Yeah.
Well, what are we doing? We're gonna agree to toss your meat and...
Let's find something else that sounds less awful.
Let's find something else to do that sounds less fucking awful. That's obviously going to be the bad ending, so let's get it done now.
Yeah.
Assuming we don't get, you know, the same shit we got on Zebra's route where, oh, you wanted to do something else? No, you're doing this. Oh, you wanted to do this? Now you're doing something else. Fuck you. You don't get to choose.
Your choices don't matter.
Arthur?
You can't say the invitation isn't tempting. Going to a writhing gathering of violent jesters certainly sounds like a recipe for a stimulating time, but... What if you didn't throw yourself blindly into obvious peril for once in your incredibly painful life? Pass.
No.
Sorry, White Boy. Zebra sighs heavily. He looks completely destroyed. Despite yourself, you feel a pang of guilt in your chest.
No.
He doesn't look completely destroyed. Somebody get that guy who ran us over back in the fucking Tagura's route. That could completely destroy him. I see. I guess that's fine. I'll just have to find someone else to facilitate my brush with greatness.
What is that supposed to mean? You don't bother to ask. When you don't give in to his obvious guilting either, Zebra seems to accept his fate.
Good.
Sigh. Whatever. I can't believe I came all the way here on my hover scoop just to be callously rejected like this. But I guess I'll see you around, hotcakes. Please fall off that scooter into a canyon. Preferably one that Azdaja is just blindly training in, so you get vaporized on the way down. I don't even want to see your blood on the ground.
No remains. No nothing.
Just instantly vaporized in the air, so I don't even have to look at your remains. Just go elsewhere and never return. Arthur, please narrate him leaving and hopefully never
Zebra
returning.
powers back up his little scooter, gearing up to go. But when he tries to lean back so the machine will start heaving in reverse, something is wrong. The scooter just won't move. No matter how many times he slaps at the control panel on the handlebars, you ask if it's broken.
What? No, it can't be. It was brand new and it was just working a minute ago. Maybe I'm in the wrong mode. Please be a parody.
Zebra
of, like,
hammers on the...
I was just gonna say, please be a parody of the old, like, handlebarless hoverboards things and just immediately set on fire and kill him. Please. Please. I beg.
Zebra hammers the buttons on the control panel for a bit with no luck.
Damn, maybe it is the motors.
So Zebra tries leaning forward to check it out. It's not the problem at all, in fact. As soon as he pushes his weight against the control stick, the scooter surges forward. It collides with your frail human body, knocking you to the ground. And there's too much momentum in the motion for Zebra to stop there. The jets underneath the scooter rake over your pummeled body, incinerating you and killing you instantly.
Well, okay. I guess unfortunately that means that the zebra fucks off and never returns ending is a dead end, and as such cannot be a canon viable route on the timeline. Shit.
A shame.
Truly. A crying shame. Well, anyway. Let's agree to toss meaty moral body into the clown pit to get moshed to death or whatever. I knew you'd be there for me. Alright, let's go.
Zebra invites you to hop onto the back of his scooter so you can head out to Clownfest. You say you're not sure this is the most effective avenue of no motion, but Zebra tells you it's all the rage and to not be a little bitch about it.
Because of course he fucking does.
Because he's the expert on not being a little bitch, clearly.
Yes, definitely. So let me tell you a little about my plans for tonight.
It feels like the scooter is going even slower than it was when he arrived. Now it's struggling under the weight of 2 people.
You see, my favorite rhyme juggler on the planet is gonna be there tonight. His name's Marva Shalotto. You might have heard of him. He's pretty famous.
Okay.
Yeah,
right.
You say you've never heard of him because you're an alien.
Alright. Well, he's only the best in all of Alternia. He came up a few sweeps back when he won first place on Slam or Get Called. Oh, please tell me you at least know about Slam or Get Called.
No. You do not know about Slam or Get Called. Funnily enough.
Well, it's a bi-sweeply reality program where aspiring slam poets compete to prove who has what it takes. I think I can guess what happens to the losers on said program. It's really cutthroat stuff. I mean, I think there are at least 5 decapitations a season.
Awesome.
Grand. The competition's about skill. No matter the blood color of who's competing, the troll who wins is the troll who has the nastiest flow and the dopest bars. Everyone has an equal shot. I mean, sure, a high blood has won every season to date, but it's basically biology. The clowns are better at rhyming than everyone else. Even if high bloods were low bloods, that'd still be true. That's equality.
Yeah, it just makes sense, man.
Yeah.
It just makes sense. You think this is really progressive stuff he's saying. Who could possibly have gotten... where could he possibly have gotten so educated and smart?
Oh, you flatter me. Anyway, as you know, I am deeply connected in the music industry. Unfortunately. But because of oppressive hemospectrum systems, I'm afraid I'm only truly afforded downward mobility. The clown sphere is a really insular, close-knit community. But with the right hustle, I'm gonna break that glass ceiling. Marva's is the perfect troll to bring me into the fold.
Sure, bud.
You say this guy sounds pretty brutal. Are you sure you actually want to meet this clown?
What, Marva's? Heh. I mean, sure, he does what he needs to survive in a rigidly ossified power system that could never be truly dismantled by the actions of a single individual. But that doesn't mean that he supports it. Contrary to what you might think, Marvis is a spectacularly subversive figure in the industry. If you listen to his music, really listen, you'll hear some borderline revolutionary stuff. I think he'd tear it all down if he could. I might have mentioned it, but being a clown is kind of woke.
I brought this on us. I really brought this on us.
It's the Woker, baby. I'm the Woker.
I fully read that line. I read it as I said it as I was reading it on the screen, and as I got to the word woke, I fully felt just every muscle in both my arms just tense of just like, ugh.
I'm the Woker, baby.
Great. It's like, it's not like he's entered a new level of shit, it's like he's just louder in that level.
Nah, it's me,
Bro's
the
redlining
Woker.
in first.
He's redlining in first gear. In a school zone as well.
Yeah, so he can run over all the kids.
While making as much noise as possible.
Yeah.
Well, that's why I've always wanted to probe that think pan of his, really get to the bottom of his radical praxis, and help spread his message of social reform to the masses. And you're gonna help me do it.
After 4 hours of scooting and one excruciatingly detailed, unbroken account of the events of the past 3 seasons of Slam or Get Culled, you arrive at Clownfest XX Rex. Clownfest feels more like a circus than your idea of a music festival. In the distance is a wide open field, dotted with disorganised masses of people, all gathered before the nightmarish stage you presume to be the site of the evening's main event. The entrance to the festival grounds opens up into something of a parking lot filled with whimsical tents and people selling various snacks and refreshments. You see a clown juggling what looks like at least 7 hot dogs. Absolutely ghoulish. You're glad Diamond isn't here to see this.
What a waste of good oblong meat products.
Yeah.
What a waste.
Zebra brings you up to the gates, flashes your tickets, and gets you wristbanded and admitted to the festival grounds. Seems like there's still some time before the performance is slated to start. There are some spectators already gathered in the field, but those of more privileged bloodcasts are lined up around the tents in the lot to buy food and merchandise. While you walk around the festival grounds, you ask Zebra what exactly he has planned. What could you possibly do to get him in good with the clowns? Zebra takes it as an invitation to whisper conspiratorially in your ear. His breath is hot, heavy, hearing canal.
New levels of unpleasant reached every day.
Please let him get cold in front of us.
Please, please, I beg, I pray, any god that will listen, please. Here's the plan, my sweet little rust drop. We get in, wait for the show to start, and then when Marvis comes onto the stage, really gets into his act, you're gonna jump the barricade and rush the stage. Or at least you're gonna try. Of course, I'm gonna stop you. I'll tackle you before you make it to the stage, and I'll cull you right in front of Marvis and everybody. Thank you. Please arrest this man. Thank you. Oh, calm down. I'm trying to tear down the stereotypes that lowbloods are all simple-minded dullards, and you aren't doing your people any favors by reinforcing the cause for prejudice.
I'm sorry, what?
Obviously, I'm not gonna really kill you. You'll simply pretend to play dead after I've heroically foiled your black designs on Marvis. My actions will firmly place me within Marvis's Ashen Quadrant, so we'll have no choice but to recognize me. Don't see how that works.
Jesse, what the fuck are you talking about?
And then the clowns will see what a hero I am and praise me and bring me backstage to reward me. It's really a flawless plan, my dear. If you just do what you're told, nothing will go wrong.
Everything's gonna go wrong.
Please, I hope everything goes wrong. I pray and beg again to any god that will listen.
I pray and pray, mon Dieu.
For real, for real.
Before you can prefer any critique of this caper, the jovial clamour of chatting and revelry surrounding you is pierced by a rising chorus of blood-curdling shrieks. You whip around to ascertain the source of the dreadful sound. It becomes quickly apparent that those were not screams of pain at all. You know what's up, when Zebra joins in with the ear-splitting squeals.
That's him!
It's the man of the hour himself. An expensively dressed juggalo is making his way through the crowd, flanked by a robust team of hulking indigo bloods.
Interesting.
Every aspect of him telegraphs unimaginable celebrity. The purposely dishevelled yet fashionable fit of his clothes, the swagger of his step, the 10-man camera crew trailing behind him. He walks around with a measured poise despite the chaos rising around him. Dozens and dozens of young trolls are flinging themselves at his entourage without any apparent concern for their safety.
And before we move on to the next text box, we may not be able to see it, but I decide when I put this into the chat, Marvis's sign is Caprist, sign of the audacious. Prospect and time. He's a time guy. Time.
To run away, it's easy. Anyway.
Indeed. Arthur.
The bodyguards are roundhouse kicking the eager teens into the crowd, left and right, like a bloody blender of adolescent aliens. It's pure carnage.
He really knows how to draw a crowd, doesn't he? Sigh. A
minute ago, it was tough to truly grasp the... never mind.
Yep, no, they
It's tough to
misspelled
truly
it.
grasp the hype. But after seeing him in person, you don't know what it is, but this swaggy clown has an undeniable gravitas that commands the attention of everyone around him. It's impossible to look anywhere else. Even the Alternian moonlight seems to endeavour to glint off his golden accoutrements twice as bright. But he's gone just as quickly as he arrived up to the festival stage to set up his act. Leaves a bloody void in his wake. Zebra is bouncing on the balls of his feet following the encounter. Clearly can't wait to get up into the pit, to be honest. Neither can you. What is it about a good clown that's so utterly irresistible?
Who knows?
Zebra takes you up to the field spread out before the stage. There are thousands and thousands of trolls already standing around, ready for the show to start. From the looks of the crowds in the back breaking down their tents, there have been rustbloods camping out for days to secure their spots. But even those hard-won locations are much further to the back than where Zebra is leading here. There aren't many highbloods here by comparison, so Zebra is able to walk you right in. Muscle past all the ceruleans and grab a spot by the barricade with maybe 5 minutes to spare before the show starts. There are some roadies up on stage now dashing around to finalise all the equipment arrangements.
Oh, shoot. Did you remember to bring your concert diaper? Easy.
What the fuck?
What? What? This is genuine confusion. What?
Zebra turns to you with wide eyes. You're awfully close together now, boxed in by the swell of trolls pushing your bodies closer and closer to the stage.
You know, your concert diaper.
Well, you actually don't, though. You don't have a single clue about your concert diaper. You ask him if he's wearing his concert diaper.
Oh, he's one of those.
He pats the front of his pants, which you notice are looking a bit plumper than usual.
Of course. You can't just come to one of these things without your concert diaper. Things in the pit can get pretty intense, bro, and you can't leave to use the load gaper after it starts. Man, you're really gonna regret not bringing your concert diaper. And so is everyone around us.
I'm not a child. I mean, as long as this isn't multiple days long. Before you can even attempt to formulate a response to that, the crowd breaks into thunderous cheering. Your heart skips a beat. Yeah.
But like, the thing he's talking about is a thing that actually does happen, to my knowledge. Like, some people do that at shows, at like festivals.
Oh.
Well, that's an incredibly strange thing to do.
Yeah.
Not to yuck your yum, but that's odd.
It's just so they can stay up at the front for as long as possible.
Yeah.
Yep, still odd.
Incredibly weird. No, I'm not
fucking
disagreeing.
Oh no, I know. I would really hope you weren't. I'm just making it very clear what the position is here. To anyone who missed it, weird thing to do. Weird, strange, unusual thing to do. Arthur, if you would.
Your heart skips a beat as you look up, but of course, the clown who's clambering to the centre of the stage isn't him. Marvis is clearly too hot to blow on the first act. All the same, people are real fired up over this raggedy juggalo. Seems like a serviceable clown, you suppose. He's got enough gold chains and is reasonably swaggy. He gets bumping and drops a few bars. It's fine, I guess. He's not your clown. You know the moment you laid eyes on Marvis that he was the only clown your heart would ever be able to see again.
Bro, what about fucking Kakarot? What happened to Kakarot?
You mean Karako?
Yes, I know, I'm just calling him Kakarot to be facetious.
Oh, okay. Also, what about Chahut? I'm not letting people commit a rape.
We've moved on.
I could never.
As if.
Zebra leans in your ear and has to yell to be heard over the sounds of the music in the crowd.
Sure! I never much liked Rapster Slamsy's work, to be honest. Muched. Sure, the beats are produced well, but he has a very insipid sense of lyricism. Triz's clam this, Triz's indefatigable military might that. We get it, you want to harpoon Lieras. Who doesn't, honestly? We don't need to hear about it all day.
Well, a sort of 15 minutes of mildly provocative slams later, an old Slamsy is slinking off backstage. As soon as he's gone, a new jester takes the foray. If you wanted to get into the music, it proves difficult. Every new act they bring on stage is immediately followed by a hollering earful of Zebra's scathing critiques. Wonder why he's so fixated on getting in good with this gaggle of urban forceurs if he thinks so little of their technical and artistic merits to begin with. As you stand, lean sweatily against the barricade, you start to wonder if it's all worth it. Could the sight of a single rapping man really outweigh all the physical and psychic agony of waiting and standing? Waiting and standing and stewing in the heat of the pit. Well, you've just endured nearly 3,000 words of hanging out with Zebra for something that will ultimately let you down. But as the penultimate clown trundles off the set, the taste of the air changes. The lights on the stage go dark, the booming sound system goes quiet, and a tremulous hush falls over the crowd. You feel your heart stop that silence. You know down to your bones, this is the moment you've been waiting for.
Okay, let me just get that in place.
From Sea Dweller to Rustblood, nobody moves. The sound of his light footsteps against the darkened stage could only be audible to someone as close as you. Anticipation swallows you whole. When the floodlights snap back on and illuminate his astounding figure center stage, you feel it. Though yet of modest stature, the lanky juggalo has the presence of a man 1,000,000 feet tall. He radiates a power the likes of which you've never felt before. You feel him inside of you intimately, religiously, indelibly. Yes, this is it. This is your clown. Then he opens his mouth to utter what feels like the most important words you've ever heard in your life.
Alright, everyone, I mentioned last week I had a voice for this character. The moment I saw him, I had a voice I wanted to do for him. Are you ready to hear it?
Yeah, go on, hit us.
Hey! It's Perfect Cell. I was expecting a longer line. It's Perfect Cell.
I see.
Perfect. All hell breaks loose. Everyone is screaming around you. You gripped. Oh, quick, yawn. Oh, goodness. You grip tight on the barricade as you stand up. As you stare up at him. Glowing, messianic arms outstretched to drink in the zealous fervour of the crowd. All incited by a single, incredibly powerful word. Hey. God, you'll never forget it.
What up, guys? Lol. You jugs ready to cook?
Perfect chill.
It's me, Perfect Cell. You ready to cook? Like I did in Dr. Giroux's sublab?
You can't help it. You start screaming. So fucking ready.
Lol, these buddies be baking beans. Shiz. Any of y'all forget your concert diapers because it's rank out there?
You feel racked by shame. How could you forget your concert diaper? You'll never be so foolish again.
But it's alright. I'ma freshen things up, you hear me?
Zebra takes a hold of your hand and squeezes it tight. You appreciate the gesture.
He's going to throw us, isn't he? Yeah, God, he's so fucking beautiful.
You understand? You feel deeply, utterly devastated to know how far out of your grasp he is. Why would a man like that ever even look at you? There's no way someone so tremendous, so magnificent, so extravagant would waste his time offering his friendship to someone as insignificant as you. What as desolating as that feeling may be, you aren't ready to put him out of your life just yet. But there are other ways to be close to him. Listen to his music, follow him wherever he goes, dedicate your life to him. You want to know everything about him that you can. Maybe in this way you can honor him, befriend him in your own heart, if not his. Is a love one-sided any less beautiful? You might be a creep, bruh.
Yeah. You can be a creep, you can be a weirdo. What the hell are you doing here?
You don't belong here.
Yeah. When the music at last starts to blast through the speakers, you ascend. The pain in your legs and back disappears. You feel nothing but streaming euphoria. In fact, the forces of serendipity were guiding you to the glorious epiphany of this beautiful, beatific singularity.
God, this guy really is Tumblr sexy man premium.
Yep.
The show's nothing to scoff at either. You, a highly discerning individual known to frequently make posts online regarding the quality of rap and whether or not those who purport to possess such ability do in fact have the requisite bars, are fully blown away by the act. Some really good stuff. He's really going in hot with those raps. Not that intensity is the sole barometric of the quality of hip hop, but it certainly has. The fire that Marthas is dropping is a broad contemporary performance that would equally satisfy any aficionado of any relevant subgenre. A single thing about him is even slightly racist.
Well, that's ruined the shot.
But is he slightly misogynistic randomly?
You just occasionally a little bit homophobic.
It's not. Yeah, God. Occasionally very misogynist on the reg.
Anyway.
You're really starting to get into the zone when Zebra starts to scream in your ear again. You're already going deaf from the concert as it was.
Yeah, I think it's about time to get this show on the road, don't you? Well. Okay, are we gonna go along with Zebra's cowardly and nefarious plan to scam your beloved clown? Or are we going to say no fucking way?
No fucking way.
No fucking
No way!
Can't stand this guy. Are you kidding? You say? There's no way you're going to vault over that barricade and try to make an attempt on Marvis's life. Fake or not.
I'm very sad that the voice I've been doing most in this episode is fucking zebras.
Yeah. God,
It's like, this ain't your route, man. Just leave sometime.
There's the
For
door,
like
bitch.
for like 5 minutes.
Well, for one thing, the plan is fucking stupid and you'd immediately die. Second of all, Marvis is a beautiful artist with the... Sorry. Marvis is a beautiful artist with the soul of a true poet, and you're not going to help anyone attempt to exploit his celebrity for their selfish purposes. You conclusively inform Zebra that he'll have to find someone else to help him with the hoodwink. To help him hoodwink Sweet Marvis.
What's that? I can't hear you over all the incredibly vicious and beautiful rapping.
You tell Zebra that you're not doing it and you just want to listen to the rest of the concert and enjoy yourself. Zebra seems horribly taken back.
What? But I thought we were friends.
You reassure Zebra that you are friends, but affirming a friendship doesn't necessarily require one to embark on a ludicrous suicide pact in order to socially hornswoggle a revivingly gifted Mary Andrew. You're hardly Thelma and Louise. Get real. You tell Zebra that he needs to find someone else to help him cozy up to the clowns in a circle. Zebra harumphs, offended, and decides to go. He starts to push away through the crowd down the length of the barricade. With that, you're free to turn your gaze back to his mirthful eminence and embrace the new piece you have found in his artwork. But Marvis only keeps distributing dope, and the crowd only gets rowdier. Before you know it, you find yourself being wrenched into the writhing mass, jostled about and subsumed by the transcendent power of the music.
We're being beaten to death.
Your pitiful little body becomes nothing but a note in his wicked symphony, a raindrop washed away in the rapids. Some time ago, you might have accepted your fate here and allowed yourself to be trampled by the mob, but you have something to live for now. Even as you feel yourself begin to physically break, those sick beats tether you spiritually to the mortal world. His ruthless bars cut through the heat and the sweat and the heavy stench of piss and meat, drawing you like a sailor to the siren's song. Not even death could wrench you free of his grasp. In spite of the odds, you manage to muscle your way back up to the foray. You exit the mosh pit, a shattered mess, bruised and battered and broken, hanging on by the most tenuous of threads. Not even death could wrench you free of his grasp. In spite of the odds, you managed to muscle your way back... Oh.
Yep, no, that just repeated. Something go wrong
As
there?
you...
Oh, the line just straight got repeated. They just put in the same line twice in a row by accident.
As you look around, you get a
Oops.
glimpse of your fate. You're surrounded on all sides by trolls who have collapsed and been trampled dead. Faces frozen, a rictus of ecstasy. Given how lightheaded you feel, you aren't long for this world either. But you can carry on a bit further. For him. Wow, he's really something else, that Marvis. You think, as your wasted body slumps up against the barricade. So he can do to lift your weak head and stare up at him, drinking up his boundless audio-visual wonder as your vision starts to blur and your consciousness begins to fade. You jerk back to your senses when you feel something splashing over your face.
What the fuck are we doing at this angle?
Jesus.
Okay, we got the fucking crotch shot. Arthur?
You cast around widely for the source of water. To your disbelief, you see that it was Marvis. He's standing at the edge of the stage, gyrating his hips to the choreography, and he looks down at you in concern. It's like staring into the groin of an angel. He waits for a break in his verse to cover his mic and mouth to you.
Yo, buddy, you alright?
Can't believe how gracious he is to see a humble fan such as yourself in pain and stop to make sure you're okay. Is this real, or have you passed on into heaven after all? Your gaze tracks up from his well-proportioned crotch to the generous view offered by the plunging neckline of his shirt. You're alright now. You've never been more right in your life. Marvelous jumps off the stage into that unpassable purgatory that separates it from the pit. The gods from mere mortals. And he makes his way over to you. He stretches out his hands.
Hey, babe. Wanna dance?
Your broken bones are no obstacle. Instinct propels you over the barricade and into his arms. He catches you like you've both been waiting your entire lives for this moment. You've never felt more warm and safe. He scoops you up with his incredible strength and carries you back onto the stage. Marvis is talking into his mic again so the words reverberate through the entire field.
Look what we got here! Seems like a fucking low blood. Cut to the front of the line, my friends. Lol.
The remainder of the crowd that is still conscious boos viciously. What? What's happening? Oh, you're clearly bleeding red from being stomped in the face several times in the mosh pit. And in the murky lights of the stage, it looks awfully burgundy.
Someone's been naughty.
Uh-oh.
Yes, you've been so naughty, you say into the mic.
No remorse. For damn shame.
The crowd cheers.
Well, we clearly got a criminal on our damn hands. What do you think I should do with him? Any opinions? Maybe take them to the cell games?
The response is disjointed, but still functionally unanimous. Amidst the clamour, one word rings out clearly. Kill. 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 Kill.
Wow, y'all want me to kill him? Shit, that's brutal. Well, I ain't one to let down my fans, you hear me? Justice be fucking done, my merry man. What better way to cap off a wicked night than with a little gutter blood shower, LOL.
Well, you're hardly qualified to question Marvis's excellent judgment. If he wants to publicly execute you in front of a cloud of his adoring fans, guess that's how it has to be.
Damn, it's been a long time since we've seen MSPA readers' humiliation kink be this bad.
Damn.
It's just a bottom.
He's just
Arthur, I think this goes to a new tier.
Nah,
Nah, I agree with Arthur.
it's just a bottom. That's how it goes.
Well, no, yeah, definitely is also a bottom on top of this, but there's also other things going on.
Nah, it's just how bottoms are. You surrender completely as Marvis directs the stagehands to help him erect some sort of makeshift crucifix. You don't struggle as he carries you over and ties you up, suspended above the crowd. As the spotlights shine on you, burning hot, the audience's rapturous screams deafen you. But all you can see is Marvis, approaching you ringed in otherworldly light. His back is to the crowd, so you are the only one who can see his face like this. Intense, focused, merciless. Gaze meant only for you. You've never felt more special. He steps up before you, face to face. You stare into his eyes, enthralled. Such clear eyes, so potent and beautiful. Your only regret is that you can't gaze into them any longer. He takes a hold of his cane and a fluid motion draws out the rapier-sharp hidden blade. The metal glints 1,000 colours in the light of the stage. Almost as awesome as he is. The Obi strikes true. Yours will be a magnificent death. But then he winks. A fleeting moment of understanding passes between you. Could it be that Marvis is the friend you've been searching for after all? Oh, is it a fool's flight of fancy to dream so? He draws in close. Oh, he's got armpit hot. Oh no, he's just wearing a tank top. Oh. I thought he had a cut-out armpit on. I was like, guys,
that would have been crazy.
You guys are
like
freak.
Crazy. Like that would have been like, we're already at a high tier of crazy. That would have just been one tier up from where we were before.
Yeah.
Let me get my armpit cut out tank shirt. Right. He draws in close, rearing up as if to strike. And as he raises his blade, his jacket lifts up too, exposing his vulnerable clown pit. If you leaned in now, just now, maybe, just maybe you could. You gotta take a whiff. Come on, we're already.
Yeah, let's be honest here. This shouldn't be an option.
Wait, I forgot to. Wait, it was the same line. You can't help yourself. You lean right in to the clown's swampy armpit and breathe in deep. The scent is like nothing you've ever smelled before. It's the thick orange flavour of ambrosia. Wait, where did I pull
there's no orange in that sentence.
Yeah, where did I pull orange from?
Of ogre,
Oh,
I assume.
No, mate.
It's the thick orange flavour of ambrosia glazed over an ogre's musk.
I mean,
wet teriyaki
really close,
socks sprinkled over with a pure seasoning of passion.
If you look really close, you can see the fucking Tango logo in his armpit. He's
just been
sponsored.
tangoed.
He's sponsored.
Powerful, indomitable, and beyond intoxicating. Can't get enough.
I think MSPA Reader has entered a level of freak where I'm like, normal MSPA Reader I can respect.
Freak.
Well, here's the thing. My respect for MSPA Reader when it comes to this sort of stuff ends up being like a speedometer. It's like not being bottom and a freak. Usually, I have some level of respect. The higher that goes, the less respect I get. But this has gotten to a level of freak where I kind of have to respect the dedication. The speedometer's gone all the way around. We've looped.
You sniff, and then you snuff, sucking as much of the hot, salty odour into your nostrils as possible. So delicious.
Hey, what the fuck?
The fresh bouquet of exertion brought about by the hard, relentless work freely flowing is the manifestation of his raw talent.
Okay, so I've been stood here for about 20 seconds as you're just sniffing my pits. This is not what was requested.
You could spend the rest of your life nestled into this jester's fragrant pit, which might literally be what happens. You hope he allows you the indulgence. Are you so bold? You might even take a hearty lick.
Okay, we're starting to continue along the loop now, and we're back to less respect.
If the smell alone is so wonderful, would that you could suck even a single drop of that jester's sweet, hunky tang.
Again. So what's happened here? We've gone from normal MSPA Reader, solid respect, to normal levels of freak, less respect, to the previous high levels of freak, where it looped back round to respecting the dedication, and now we have continued along the loop and we're back to less respect again.
I respect it.
The speedometer is spinning very quickly at this point. It is practically another wheel by this stage.
The description's kind of making me want to haul.
It
What
is
a
a...
hurt.
Just
It's just because I
throw up.
Fair enough.
Making me feel unwell. I cannot lie to you.
I'm not exactly...
Deafen and we'll finish this bit.
Okay, I'll deafen.
No,
Message you
read
want to
this.
send.
No, read this line. This is.
You imagine
this is
some
fun.
poor Let's Players having to read every delectable of these odoriferous paragraphs aloud and get a little hot and bothered. Okay.
I'm bothered.
Yep.
I'm
And
just
it is
bothered.
summer.
Unmoved.
It's summer, so there's temperature issues, but it is not because of this. It is because of the fucking sun and the cloud cover, which what traps the summer heat.
Indeed.
England.
But you aren't quite that brave. Marvus brings down the blade, sinks deep into the wood beside your neck. This was no accident. A gesture so powerful surely would not miss. He's sparing your life. You're so humbled that your bladder evacuates on the spot. I love Metal Gear Solid. You're so humbled that your bladder evacuates on the spot. Your urine is hot on your legs as Marvus's gaze is on your face. I really wish that you'd fought to bring your concert diaper.
Again, the speedometer of my respect for June's muted, but yeah, again, the speedometer of my respect for MSPA reader is rapidly rotating. It is spinning
it's
wildly. I can't read it anymore.
Marvus gives you a look, then glances pointedly at his cane sword. You take the hint and make an exaggerated reaction like you've just been stabbed for real. You grab at your neck, sputtering and flailing. The high bloods let me try again. The high bloods right at the front can tell you haven't been really stabbed and are a little disappointed, but it's not as clear to the trolls further back. Somewhere around the mass of teal bloods, the illusion really hits home. They start going fucking bonkers back there. The apeshit wave travels back to the burgundies and then ricochets back home to the high bloods. You crack one eye open as you play dead. This time, it's nothing like the controlled moshing during the performance. This is pure anarchy, a whirlwind of death and brutality. Trolls are at each other's throats, literally, ripping each other apart with fang and claw. All the blood spraying into the air makes the humidity really skyrocket. At some point, when the racket becomes less melodic, the clowns come out for a final encore to drown out the sounds of the screaming. They start wrapping up a real storm. After about 45 seconds, a full 2/3 of the crowd are completely dead on the ground.
Yeah, I think that's enough blood that it technically qualifies as pyrotechnics.
Performance finally ends, Performance finally ends once every single troll in the crowd has collapsed either from death or exhaustion. Only once the audience has worn itself out do the clowns call it quits. They start filing backstage, but for Marvus, who stops to take you down from the cross. What a lovely guy. Your beloved crown cradles you in its arms like the Pieta, gently petting your blood-spattered face.
You hanging in there, fam?
You tell him yes while continuing to play dead. You don't want to foil his ruse.
Okay, gravy.
He picks you back up and carries you off the stage. The clowns have a little green room set up in the backstage venue where they're all mixing out and relaxing after the show. Nobody seems concerned to see that Marvus carrying a 90%. Nobody seems concerned to see Marvus carrying in a 90% dead alien, particularly rattled after witnessing thousands of trolls savagely cannibalize each other either.
Hey, you want a Sandy?
What?
Bro, he's gonna give us a fucking Sandefistan.
He just installs us.
just straight is Sandefistan. Fuck it. I don't give a shit. I got like 23 of these things just sort of sat there.
Yeah, I'm actually a qualified ripper.
Oh no, I'm not qualified. I'm just going to shove it in somewhere. You've got plenty of wounds. I'll just put it in this big gash on your arm or some shit. I don't know. It'll probably work. Anyway, Sando.
You're sorry?
Grub bread.
Oh, yeah. You say, yeah, sure, you're pretty hungry. Marvis drops you off on a couch and you lounge indulgently as you wait for him to walk to the catering table and pick you something up. He's back quickly. This feels like a really strange version of Nana. Alright, cool. Moving on.
Think you're gonna move
Yeah,
your
no,
arms
I'm
or
not
nothing,
sure what
buddy?
you're referencing.
Yeah,
so,
I didn't
like-
know what you were referencing.
You don't know Nana? Oh, it's just it's a manga.
Oh,
Probably, like,
Nana.
one of them. Yeah,
I've heard of it. I've not read it.
It's good.
So I can't. I know it's really good though. Yeah.
Like, I mean, it's one of those things where it's like it's quite amusing when you see like tier lists of villains from shows, and they'll put like Griffith, and then some guy from Haikyuu and some guy from Nana on the same tier list, and it's like, motherfucker, what did they do? But yeah, you'll read Nana and you'll be like, nah, no, they right.
What?
They are right.
What 3 billion war crimes did they commit?
Anyway, yes.
Mm.
You say not really? Yeah, pretty sure all your bones are basically obliterated.
Ah, shoot, that's rough. That's rough. Sorry, man. Guess that's my fault. Lol. Okay, say ah.
Don't even question it. You obey him unthinkingly. Ah, you nearly choke when he kneels beside you and starts pressing off broken pieces of grub sandwich past your trembling lips.
Damn, the bottom's gonna really love this fucking
It's
room.
called aftercare.
It's called.
Tears well up at the corners of your eyes. How could someone like you be so lucky to touch and be held by the closest thing on this mortal plane to a god? Oh, bro, calm down. You're sure there are thousands, millions of
I'm
trolls
sorry.
out there
No.
who would
Before
die
you continue,
to get to experience anything like this. Yeah?
you're telling the MSP reader to calm down now.
Yeah.
At this moment specifically.
Yeah, you
Not
can be a freak, but
anything
don't be like
others.
you can be a freak, just don't like hyper idolize people.
Bro, that's part of the freak behavior.
Yeah, well that's the bit
They're
I'm saying. calm
still
down.
just being a freak. The
No,
same freak they have been the whole time.
They could be a freak. They could be a freak in all the ways other than that.
Freak stuff going on.
Fuck's sake.
Anyway, it's humbling. What did you do to deserve this? You're so weak from the concert that even moving your jaw is hard, and your star-stricken sobbing doesn't help either. Whenever a sloppy bit of grub paste filling dribbles down your chin, Marvis is right there to catch it and shove it back into your eager maw. He makes unyielding eye contact with you as he allows you to suck the maggoty meal from his fingers.
Hey, I'm gonna just fire out a stray that has no reason to be fired at all, but I'm firing it anyway. Hey, Stray, how you doing out there in the comments? I
don't get this
I have no reason to fire this shot, and yet I shall. I'm feeling a wee tiny bit funny today on this one.
I don't know this reference. Alright, I mean, I know the person, but or know of the person, but I don't know. I'm missing some information. Right. You tell him he's beautiful.
A lot of people say that. I don't know about all that though. And humble too. I'm just a humble rhyme juggler with a lot of cash money and 10 guys filming what I'm doing right now.
What a nice guy. When you're finished eating your sandwich, Marvis kindly wipes all the mess off your face. He's so gracious, you can't believe it. And you're so glad the camera crew is here to capture all of this so you can watch it and relive the experience of receiving his kindness again later. Guess you didn't. I guess you. You guess you needed to answer. Right, let me try again. You guess you need an answer to the question: why did Marvis decide to save you? Marvis takes a moment to think on it.
Well, I guess I saw the guy you was with. I was like, shit. What a sorry motherfucker. You know that buddy be bad news, fam, lol.
Ah, see, bro? No ways. It was your friend. All your friends are cool. Oh.
MSPA reader? Now is not the time.
No.
Dang, cause that's raw. You okay? You sick? You real friends with that... that inding dog? You know he blacklisted all the fucking way out in Clown Town.
What? Really? Why?
He's just a social climber, man. That big blue buddy be a motherfucking parasite.
And he's blacklisted? By all the clowns. Well, he doesn't seem to know that.
Oh, he about to go telling me. Go and tell his chatty ass. Gonna go write a wicked nasty review about my business. So we'd be looking out for ourselves. Us clowns real close knit, you know? Take care of each other and all that shiz. You feel me? You know, if you think about it, clowns really are the most disprivileged socioeconomic class.
You have thought about that, and it's making more sense recently. You'd love to engage in nuanced discourse with him about clown privilege or the lack thereof.
Yeah, because though we nominally occupy a position of structural power in the institutional hierarchy of the emo spectrum, we'd be subjugating into dampening our powers like no other. Because the agents of the emperors in our abyssal hierarchy know that the unimpeded strength of me and my sick, nasty buddies would easily unseat sea dwellers as dominant caste. And if purple blood be objectively superior to violet in every metric of strength, power, and influence, despite chromatically preceding them, and the only reason we don't rise up and rip the fins off their slimy little faces is an eternity of religious persecution and culturally immutable precedent. What does that say about the validity of the rest of the system?
Oh, yeah.
Consider your mind thoroughly blown. I mean, he, like, still occupies a position of hierarchical power, doesn't he?
No, true.
Well, to
And
be
he
fair,
still seeks to perpetuate the system.
it is literally. I think he literally just said he wasn't planning to perpetuate the system in full, but definitely not planning to flip things on their head.
Yeah.
Better than some, not the greatest.
Yeah, certainly.
Honestly, look, considering the fact that I've had to voice Zebra for half of this fucking route, I'll take that. I'll take that immediately.
Fair enough. You consider your mind thoroughly blown. Wow, this guy's incredibly woke and not the least bit racist at all. You're really inspired by how good he is as both an artist and a man. Why do they keep saying that?
I don't know.
The more you
Probably
insist,
to
I
emphasise
don't
that the MSPA reader is not right about that.
Yeah.
Damn straight. Maybe all this Spectrum needs is a little chaos to shake things up. Really makes you fucking think, you hear me?
But you do hear him, and it makes so much sense. He makes so much sense. You make so much sense. Together. Marvis smiles at you as you hold his hands. You don't want to let go. You're afraid you'll never see him again if you do. You're not sure you can live like that. Maybe you can't always be side to side, but maybe sometimes, occasionally. All you want is to make a friend.
Course I'll be your buddy. Here, why don't you add me on Chitter? And next time I got a show, maybe I'll hook you up with some wicked tickets. VI-fucking-PB. Ross Emperors represent.
Oh, okay, maybe he is based.
Maybe.
I thought he was still racist.
Never mind then. Never mind what we were talking about. Oh, MSPA read is wrong. Apparently not. Well, not fully, good. I guess. Anyway, make sure to check out my link in my bio for merch if you're interested.
The promise fills you with so much hope and light and joy. You can't believe it. You did it. You've made the greatest, most ultimate friend of them all. Your shining light. Your raison d'être. Marvis, the truest buddy you've ever had.
True buds.
Oh,
he's
that's
so
sweet.
huge.
He is a
he's
large
massive.
guy.
To be fair, he's a purple blood doll. They do get massive.
they do tend to be pretty large.
I hate to say it, but I do have to go.
Well, hey, the bad ending we're going to get in a moment is probably going to also be weird and gross. So maybe it's better that you miss out.
Probably for the best.
Well, before we travel back in time to go with the zebra route, just
you
give
can
us your
follow
sign-off.
me. You can follow me on Instagram, Tumblr, and Blue Sky. I do stuff, maybe. Follow me if you want to maybe see that. That's cool. Anyway, okay, thanks. Bye-bye.
And that was June, everybody! Get up for June!
Alright, let's do this one quick because I also have to go soon.
Yeah, let's go along with Zebra's cowardly and nefarious plan to scam your beloved clown.
Enraptured, you may be with Marvis's magnificence. A promise is a promise, and you can't let Zebra down.
I think you can, actually.
Forgive me for letting you down. You wait for the right moment and start to vault up over the barricade as quickly as you can manage. You clear the barrier and drop down into the gutter between the stage and the crowd. You're not sure where to go from here. You glance back towards Zebra for guidance, and the crowd has noticed what you're doing. Alright, the onlookers are swarming with rage at your insolence.
Oh,
Zebra makes his move. He starts following you up over the barricade, but things don't go as planned. Instead of heroically stopping you from making it to Marvis, Zebra is put upon from all sides by grasping claws. They don't recognise what Zebra is trying to do, and think he's just another conspirator trying to join you in your attempt on Marvis's life. You watch in stunned horror as the two trolls closest to Zebra take a hold of each of his arms, stick their claws in, and rip them right off. Yeah. And they don't stop there. You barely have time to process what's happening until a pair of trolls descend, helping to tear ruthlessly into Zebra's body. His screams don't even register all over the booming of the sound system.
June, you just missed Zebra getting fucking murdered live on stage. Let's wait for a response on that.
Fountains of indigo blood spray into the hot, humid air. The barricade and the ground all around you are drenched in your friend's gore. You're frozen where you stand in that arid gutter between heaven and hell. This isn't how it's supposed to go, is it? Feel the inevitable press of entropy closing in. Trolls in the audience see you and they've already had a taste of blood. Your legs are as stiff as rods and the as the Carnage Cake trolls, who make short work of your friend, begin to vault over the barricade themselves. It seems pointless to run. You're stricken by a consuming sense of deja vu. You've made a mistake and the universe is going to clean up your mess. The trolls drop down into the gutter with you and advance. You close your eyes and accept your fate. You feel yourself being wrenched up onto stage.
Yo, what's up? It's me, Perfect Cell.
You can't believe your eyes. Marvis, in all his majesty, has hoisted you up to safety on the grand stage. He's beaming at you with the most beautiful smile you've ever seen in your whole life.
June's response
Development.
for the audience. June's response to what I sent her is, "What?"
The development has certainly given the bloodthirsty crowd pause. Marvis turns to them with an unerring grin and shakes his head.
Just sent, yeah, sorry. You all out there trying to kill my buddy? Sometimes I swear my fans are bigger clowns than I am. LOL.
His adoring legion seems to find that very funny. You're starting to realise you probably should have bought your concert diaper after all.
Now seems like there's been a big misunderstanding. This just be one of my backup dancers. Hey, hit it, cuz. Show 'em what you got.
He's helping you. And so you understand, but you're not about to look a sexy, gorgeous gift clown in the mouth. Even Marvis wants you to dance for your life. Once. Start going to town, flossing and shooting, whatever it is the kids are doing these days. And a real contemporary breakdown. Crowd goes wild. Things are really starting to look up for you until a deafening crack sounds through the air and the stage equipment starts to collapse. It all happens quickly. Bolts of the stage scaffolding burst out of their settings, the lights catch fire, and one of the massive 100-foot screens behind the stage comes loose of its moorings. You'd have easily been pancaked by the huge screen if not for Marvis expertly clown stepping you and himself out of the way. Fucking hell. Half the crowd isn't so lucky. The big screen shatters when it hits the stage, raining a 100-foot area of trolls with vicious glass.
Cheers. Right when things were just getting started.
The sound equipment was all obliterated by the sudden collapse. Nobody can hear him. For the moment, your hero looks lost.
Man, we better bounce, cuz.
Marvis grabs you by your sweaty hand and runs. He takes you to safety into the performer's green. Into the performer's green room, which seems to be intact after the collapse of the stage, though the power's out. The room is filled with the clowns who performed earlier. They all look very confused and harried.
Shit. Things gonna be a madhouse out there for a while, so better to just lay low for a bit, I bet. We go out there right now, we're gonna get mobbed. Usually everybody be dead at the end of my concerts. I wouldn't make it out of there without having to pay with 1,000 teens otherwise.
A little rattled, to say the least. Marvis takes a good look at you.
Fuck, man. You shit yourself?
You start to cry. You didn't bring your concert diaper.
Ah, man, that's alright. Don't cry. Look, you're hardly the first buddy to ever shiz themselves at one of my concerts. I'm used to the smell. To be honest, it's comforting.
This guy's a lovely man.
This is actually a genuinely cool guy.
You sniffle and say, "Really? You wouldn't want to bring even the slightest inconvenience to his wonderful life."
Yeah, I'll let it cook. Bring it in, Brohim. Brohim.
You bring it in, and the two of you share a nice, melodious hug. It's hard for you to understand what's going on. Why did Martha save you anyway?
I saw you was hanging out with that blue bro, always trying to get his snuff shoot up me and Jug's shizholes. And then you two trying to make a real run for me. Gotta say, that's brave. Gotta ask a buddy where they got the bulge rods to try to pull a stunt like that. Respect.
Oh, I mean, it wasn't really much of a stunt. You were just going on with your friends Ludicrous Tram to try and scam him into a friendship on the Frost Princess. But it was a really bad plan. The two of them killed on the spot immediately, and now you're pretty sure cosmically fated to... You're also cosmically fated to die due to making a non-canonical decision.
What do you mean non-canon? All of this be non-canon, fam. What can it even mean to be non-canonical within the context of an inherently extra-canonical framework? Skit bruh.
You're not sure? You definitely have the sense that some of the decisions within the simulation carry greater values of truth and relevance than others, and that the linear progression of events is rigorously enforced by an obligate narrative flow that privileges those actions which most smoothly facilitate the designs of the story's architect.
Sure, you can hear that noise that way. But I say the architect of your own... I say you're the architect of your own fate.
Inspiring. A sermon as marvellous may be spitting, its wise pontifications are interrupted when a clown in the back of the green room knocks over the water cooler. This gets the other clown who's talking to him really pissed, and they start duking it out. It starts a chain reaction that pulls all the other high bloods into a whirling blade picture of clown carnage.
Man, what the fuck is going on?
It's like you said. You made a mistake, and the essence of the timeline won't rest until it's put things right. You can feel that it's happened before, and it'll happen again.
Well, I'm getting the fuck out of here. Come on, troll nut, Nostradamus, let's scoot.
So he acknowledges that there's a regular Nostradamus. That's fun.
Well, much like regular Homestuck canonically acknowledges real Will Smith in Troll Will Smith.
True. Even as the inescapability of your demise consumes you, you can't bring yourself to deny him. You follow him out of the green room, flee before the clown fight can pull you in, and grind you to bits.
So man is fully defying the timeline.
Out here, you're the one who has to help Marvis. In the open air, it's an unending procession of teams in quick time events. Some of them are carrying buckets. How do you hope for that?
Yes.
You just need to keep punching them out until you finally make it to his rich guy clown limo. You're able to punch people out. What? When did this get unlocked?
Got a strength buff from being helped by Marvis, I guess.
The power of love.
Power of perfect cell's perfect cell's ultimate key. He could destroy the entire solar system with it.
The drive is nowhere to be seen, so Marvis gets behind the wheel. You hightail it out of there. You stick your head out the window and look back. It's a nasty storm brewing in the distance.
I know somewhere we'll be safe. It's Dr. Jerome's sub-lab again.
You make sure to secure your seatbelt. That's gonna crash. After dodging at least 3 fallen trees, a wayward deer looses, and a lightning strike that blasts the hood of the vehicle right off, Marvis brings you to Clown Church.
Well, looks like
it's Hosier. You can't say this is a place high on your list of venues you wanted to visit again, but this thing has a fucking budget.
Whatever bullshit power that's coming after you will have no reach here.
Wait, yeah, didn't we make friends with the Super Clown God? We didn't make friends, but we
didn't make friends. We've talked to Super Clown God, and also we've talked to like the highest fucking prophet at the moment. So.
Yeah. We amused him, right?
Hmm. This be hallowed ground, biznatch.
Marvis leaves the limo on the lawn of the church, and you both hurry out, just in time because it explodes not 2 seconds after you're out the door. By instinct, Marvis shields you from the fiery blast with his body. Oh my god, this guy's lovely. Oh no, Marvis! No, you beautiful soul! Stop! You're destroyed by the guilt. How could someone so tremendous bring themselves to such harm for someone as meaningless as you? Drag Marvis's burned, scorched body into Clown Church, and you collapse as soon as you're past the threshold. You start weeping.
Shiz, fam, I'm dead, just a toasty. I'm gonna cry about it, god damn.
Oh, okay. You help him up and bolt the door behind you. He was right, you do feel safe. Nothing is collapsing, nobody's being stricken with a hysterical urge to start a fight, and there's not even a single fire happening anywhere.
The merciful messiahs be protecting us, buddy. Stay frosty, alright?
You help Marvis over to sit down in one of the pews. You settle in next to him and gaze up at the imposing architecture. It's not all so bad. There's beauty there. Beauty in being a clown, too. You're starting to see.
Mason just messaged, goddamn, how could I miss that? And I had to report it's in a bad ending, sadly.
I think this is a good ending, I'm not gonna lie. I think this is the best ending we could have gotten. We're gonna die free.
Yeah. Free of zebra forever. Anyway.
Maybe you're starting to believe? You turn to look at Marvis, and his face is ashen, slick with sweat.
think that grip on a grill I had hurt a bit more than I thought.
Your heart drops in your chest. You ask if he's going to be alright.
As long as we stay here, we aight.
But can you really stay inside Clown Church forever? You know down to your bones, even if you do, it doesn't matter. There's something about the air. You can't really describe it. Everything just starts to press down, 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 like you and everything around you is sinking implacably into the earth. The ground is coming up to meet you too. You start to perspire. The pressure leaves you weak. You slump against Marvis's shoulder. You feel so insubstantial that the entire concept of your existence is struggling to erase itself. You know this isn't something you can fight.
What? You're giving up just like that?
Yeah, it's indomitable human spirit, this shit.
For real, this man's fully just going, look, I know you thought I would be racist. I'm not only not racist, but I'm the embodiment of the indomitable human spirit. Am I human? No. Does that matter? No.
You don't know what else you can do. This isn't how things were supposed to go. This is how things can be. You can't exist like this.
That depends on what it means to exist, fam. Depending on how you look at it, every branch of the timeline be fundamental to the metatextual structure of the essence of existence itself. Even an incident that falls outside of the strict confines of canonical continuity contributes to the meta-consciousness to be built by and could even be said to be at its most essential level defined primarily by the extra-textual exchange of interpretation by those who observe it. Each path a translucent fragment that via mirroring or distorting or magnifying certain aspects of the ultimate reality folds itself invisibly into the fabric of that reality. itself immeasurable and intangible, but the space it once occupied indelible. The observation of irreality can still inform how reality is to be interpreted, even if that irreality doesn't satisfy even a cursory standard of legitimacy. And the act of contravening continuity can in itself provide definition to that very integrity it defiles. Even if what's going down here can't be said to be true, that doesn't mean we're meaningless. Turn up.
Huh. But you don't know about that. But you tell Marvis you're glad he's here with you. Marvis smiles and puts his arm around your shoulders. In spite of it all, he makes you feel real. You stare into the effervescing panes of cloud glass as they shift and scintillate in your vision. Things are coming apart at the seams. Subatomic concepts scream from the insides of your ears, and the infinity of pure dimension blossoms between your tenuous threads, holding the essence of your being together. The terminality of paradox space reaches into you from the inside out and takes hold of reality in its inescapable grasp. Continuity inverts and cascades into cataclysmic fractal. What happens will happen. What can't must not. No measure of hubris from man, god, or clown can stymie the cosmic imposition of truth. You close your eyes for just a moment. When you open them again, there's nothing to see at all.
Time paradox.
That's actually one of my least favourite ways to do time. But, well, I like
Snake, you've created a time paradox.
So I like when that sort of time travel is the way it is, but then the story is about defying that. I like when fate and kind of prophecy are there, and it is the role of the individual to defy them. That's my preferred kind of story regarding that sort of thing. I've got to shoot. I have to kind of go ASAP,
well,
so let's just wrap it up.
Alright, let's get this outro done. Real quick, Arthur, what did you think of the rest of the episode?
I thought it was a very good episode. It was very entertaining and very fun.
Hell yeah, I like Marvis. I think Marvis is in my top 5 now.
Yeah, probably my favourite one, to be honest.
Man is solid.
It's a shame we didn't get more of him, actually. I suppose.
Yeah, I'm a little sad that we had to put up with so much Zebra, but hopefully he appears again. You never know. We've still got 4 story routes to go through.
Yeah,
We've still got 4 story routes to go through. Which, oh man, 4 weeks left of this. Fucking hell. And then we're moving on to the next part of the Reading Homestuck sort of like overarching business. But still,
fair enough.
Reaching the end of this particular specific series is, we're getting close to it. But yes, if you like this video, hit that like button. If you very much like this video and want to see more like it, hit that subscribe button. We upload episodes of Reading Homestuck every Monday or Tuesday, depending on your time zone, and we upload other things on Thursdays or Fridays, again, depending on your time zone. Other things, such as Dicey Deeds, it's our tabletop role-playing series. We do stuff like Lancer, that's our main one, but we have also done Morkborg, we've done Honey Heist, we've done a couple of Call of Cthulhu's, we've done 1,000-Year-Old Vampire. There's plenty of other stuff we're planning to do. We did Gloom, so it's not even limited to just TTRPGs. We could do card games, we could do board games, who fucking knows? We could just do games of a manual ilk.
Like I said, I'd like to do
some magic stuff at some point.
Yeah, I very much would be really easy to set that up. And I'd love to do that.
Hell yes. We also have Dig and Rimper, for those who like things with a bit more of a disorderly bent. Dig and Rimper is a Danganronpa parody, improv comedy, board game-esque thing, where effectively Arthur, June, and Mason play as one very, very strange individual with many very, very strange companions, with a very, very strange set of rules that have all been come up with basically off the top of my goddamn dome. And more rules invented at random, effectively. It's a very fun time. I would recommend you check it out. But we also have Writing Homestuck, our Trollsona fan troll series thing where a lot of us get together and we just cook, and it's a good fucking time. You can also follow me on Tumblr and on Blue Sky. On Tumblr, I upload the images that I make for Writing Homestuck, including the ones I made for the last episode of Writing Homestuck, which was a little venture through Spursim. But you can also, on both platforms, send me DMs, send me asks, send me whatsoever you choose. YouTube does sometimes eat comments. Very frustrating for all involved. So, if YouTube decides you can't say something, send it to me on one of those places, and I will be able to see it. This is where I would put in June's links, but June has already said her links, so we're just gonna jump over to Arthur. You can follow Arthur on Twitch.
Yeah, I stream on Twitch, twitch.tv/PENNEDIIG. At the moment, I'm streaming from 7 GMT till around 9 or 10 GMT, but because that's like really late on in my week and I've usually done so much on a Sunday, I might be moving it to a different day just because I'm usually completely exhausted on that day. Like the past 3 or 4 times, I've only been able to stream for like an hour and a half because I'm just actually knocked out and I end up just having to just read and go to sleep.
Might honestly be better
after I finish.
Might honestly be better for telling the audience about it because they'll actually be able to tune into the stream.
Yeah.
I don't know. But yes.
But yeah, it may be I may be changing the day at some point. I'm going to keep trying with Sunday, but if I'm like the past 3 times, I've been very exhausted, so I haven't been streaming very long. If that keeps happening, I'm going to have to just change the day and hopefully find a different day to stream on. But yeah, that's twitch.tv/PENNEDIIG at 7 p.m. GMT, which is 1 p.m. Pacific Standard, 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Times, for about an hour, 2 hours, 3 hours. And I'm currently streaming Amori and having a bit of fun with it. And the next thing I'm going to stream will probably be Deltarune, I'm guessing. So I'm probably just going to do a whole bunch of Deltarune. I'm going to be excited about that.
Oh, hell yeah. I thought you were doing Death Stranding for a little while, but...
No, I'm going to play that game myself.
Ah.
Offline.
I see. Well then.
Alright.
I'm looking forward to that. And we'll see you in the next video.
Bye.
See ya.